Thank you so much, everyone. We're not going to use the microphone tonight because we're probably going to be talking a lot with our hands. That's how we do it. Both Ryan and I are physical therapy students, where we use our eye and our mind for movement and our heart for passion with healthcare and keeping people that we are treating in the best possible state. Right in front of me to the right is our original prototype that we unveiled in actually this past fall, the DifferenceMaker Challenge. We took the compliments and some of the major concerns about the walker and retrofitted it to this newer prototype Mark II. Everybody keeps telling us we have to have an elevator pitch and be ready with all those questions, but Ryan and I both prefer the stairs.
Thanks for getting that joke. How many people out there, raise your hand, know what a walker is and is used for? Good, so a lot of people out there. For those of you who don't know what it is an assistive device used in the medical field predominantly for elderly patients, but basically what it does is add stability when they're walking. When it was first developed in the 1950s, it was marketed as a walk aid. So it really helped to improve balance and stability and decrease risk of falls. There's a major limitation with current walkers in the market right now. They do not, they're not able to be used on stairs safely. So if you're using a walker and you approach a set of steps, you have to find an alternative method to get up them. Some solutions out there right now are stair lifts and ramps. The problem with this is that they're fixed structures, they're expensive, and you can't take them out into the community with you. Other solutions within the home would be multiple assistive devices, a walker for the first floor, a cane to get up to the second floor, and another walker on the third floor. The problem with that is that Medicare will only cover one assistive device every 5 years. So you're paying out of pocket for the other two. So that's why Pete and I came together and thought of this problem, and we really wanted to provide the solution to it. So we came up with the hydraulic stair climbing walker. What you have in front of you here is a device that utilizes hydraulics and allows for three-way navigation on steps, allows you to go forwards, up the stairs and down the stairs, and also sideways. So if you have a fear of falling forwards or back, you can place your back to the wall and go up sideways. It's lightweight, comparable to existing walkers in the market right now. Our second prototype utilizes a collapsible frame, so it's easily stored, doesn't take up much space. It's sturdy, made of high-grade aluminum, holds about 300 pounds without fail, and we're really hoping to help a lot of people out there that have this problem. So,
like Ryan was saying, this is the only device on the market right now that's portable. You can take it with you where you go. It's collapsible, and it's, frankly, very light. A lot of people are concerned about that, but anyways. The impact that it has on the consumer, our market, it keeps people in their homes, keeps people independent, keeps them from falling down steps, which ultimately saves lives, and keeps them able to access the community at large. What it means to the, the big hospitals and insurance companies: save money, save lives. Number one fear of the elderly right now is falling down steps. What happens after an elderly person falls? Usually total hip, total knee replacement. What happens then? They're in the hospital bed for 3 days, 2 or 3 days. Huge influx of pneumonia. We want to keep people healthy, keep them in their own homes, and keep them alive.
currently, the cost to make this walker is about $180. With mass production, we're hoping to bring that cost down a lot. And if all goes to plan in 2017, we're hoping to begin manufacturing. And we estimate that we'll be able to sell about 10,000 units. And if, based on the cost of, retail cost of $475, with a $295 profit margin, we'll make about $3 million in that in the year 2017. In the year 2030, with that same strategy of the profit, that'll bring our profits up to $177 million with the baby boomer population coming into effect, nearly doubling.
So what we're asking from you guys is $20,000 seed money. That'll help us get our patent. That'll help us approach more medical device companies and better our product. Once everything has been finished, we have a nice working product. We want to approach other medical device companies like Geyser with the help of other professionals like Getzer Global Innovations, Medical Device Innovations. Then approach the FDA and get this out to the community at large.
Okay, we just have some testimonials that speak for themselves.
Thank you. Any questions?
Besides the general walker, who would you consider your biggest competitor to compete with this type of product?
right now, there's no one on the market that makes a walker that goes upstairs. And specifically, through the three-way navigation, being able to go up forwards and sideways, there's nothing out there on the market right now. So our competitors would just, I guess, be people that do the stair lifts.
Stair lifts, you got the fixed ramps outside and multiple devices, but Medicare only allows one medical device every 5 years, so you got to pay out of pocket anyways for the other two devices needed to climb stairs. So it's good.
You have not applied for a patent?
We have a provisional patent right now. I mean, we're waiting on both to have a final product and then hopefully get some money to come in and help pay for the $10,000 or more needed for that. This is typically this is going to be marketed as a Class 1 medical device with exemptions, which is the lowest level medical device. So it shouldn't be that difficult to get a patent.
A couple of questions. First of all,
Sure.
all this stuff is very complicated for all the person to do it.
Yep.
Have you thought of getting electronic switches done? What do you think about the cost?
Yeah, switches and electronics, might be a little old school, but they add more weight, they break down, there's always maintenance, you've got to plug it in. Our target population is the elderly. Keep it simple, keep it affordable, and keep it so that they can always work on it. My dad built this with our help, and he said, I'm not going to put my name on anything that I can't take apart with a screwdriver and a wrench. So this can be disassembled, put together very easily, and then put back into the full use without any complications. So ultimately, to answer your question, it's really easy with all of our trials. We're physical therapists. We've been in the hospital settings. We've asked patients that are, not fully dementia, but a little bit of, not all their screws and nuts and bolts tight to try it out. And they take to it like a fish to water. They understand it. They can do it. The valves in this one are at the fingertips. They don't even have to take their hands off to adjust it. They pick it up. Lightweight, simple, compact.
I'm wondering about your alternate path to market, because a device like this, properly, qualified would, be available for various federal funding and those kinds of things. But it takes some pretty knowledgeable individuals to kind of pull this off, to do the licensing, to do the qualifications and so on. Have you considered whether you would do a licensing deal instead, whether you would want to do some kind of a partnership with a company that does this all the time? What do you think?
Yes to all of the above. We've been approached by several individuals that have seen our product that want to help us go to the next level. It's going to take some time, seeing how we just got those cards recently, to find out the right exact path that we want to take. But this is a device not meant for everybody. This is a device that's going to require some knowledge. Can't be used by dementia patients typically because that's a liability of falling down the steps. So we have to have it set up so that a licensed healthcare professional or movement specialist will be issuing these devices and not just found in Walgreens or Walmart. So we're thinking about our best patient's interest.
Yes, please.
So ultimately, who do you see as your customer in this process?
Anybody age 65 and older that have a fear of falling down steps, any traumatic brain injury that has the competency to do it, stroke patients, cardiovascular patients, people that are coming home from total hips, total knees, concussion management.
What do you see from the other side of ultimately who's going to pay you for this as opposed to the user, insurance company?
As soon as it's picked up by Medicare, the rest of the insurance companies will fall into step, just like all the other regulations out there in the healthcare society. So once Medicare and the FDA approve it, pretty much everybody who has health insurance should have a huge discount in buying this plan. Have a copay of $20 or something.
One more.
Sure. What about the maintenance for the quality of
So far, it's been, both of these devices, knock on wood, have been absolutely amazing as prototypes. We haven't had to touch anything. It's water-based, simple. You can fill it at home. It will come with its own syringe for filling. Super easy. You take off this pressure gauge. It's here for testing only. And then fill it with water, and that's it. If there are leaks and things like that, they should be easily fixed with just a screwdriver or a wrench by most people.
What about the two
I've probably in the last 8 months have tried out this walker on countless steps, and nothing has ever leaked. It's classic PVC. It's what you have in your home, and so far it's been totally amazing. So I can't speak to the durability.
One more question.
Sorry.
Actually, it's going to be more of a comment because you mentioned on the electronics. Just a thought to rethink that electronics approach. I understand the desire to keep it simple, but if you have an electronic system on there, it could have it could be monitoring to see if somebody had failed to close the valve, for instance, before getting onto the stairs.
And we're looking into that.
It could have a stability check to see if a person was beginning to get off level.
Oh, that's
Sound
totally,
an alarm. If someone fell, you could, send the alarm, and
Very small, lightweight. We're actually looking
pretty
at
darn
that.
simple these days.
yes, and we were thinking more like pumps and electronics.